Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Batman. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. How are you? Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Hey, Asterbait. If you're my fan, I'm yours too. And if you're not, alright. Anyway, what's up, guys? Hey. Hey, Ponda. What rhymes with you? What rhymes with two? What two-word sentence rhymes with two? Alright, what's up? Hey, we're live. How long was that stream, by the way, yesterday? I logged off the stream, grabbed some food, and then I realized I thought it was like 11 p.m. and I looked at my phone and it was like after 12. But something was really weird because I had like looked at the clock and I didn't realize it was that late. Maybe my vision again, like 10 looks like 11, or I don't know what the deal is. But I didn't realize, the simul was so long. Because I'm starting a little bit later. I'm intending to lean towards 7. And then analyzing a little. But still, I was surprised when I checked my phone like half an hour later and it was like 12:20. Like, that was surprising. Anyway, what's up? Did you find when you worked with Roman that DMs are really closed-minded? No, Arsenal. No, I think that honestly, that's interesting question. No, I didn't find he was particularly closed-minded. I think that stronger players should be. I think they should be like a little bit on the less closed-minded side, but I think everyone's different, and just because, and the Grandmaster title is kind of arbitrary. I mean, people are really good at something. There are different ways they can be good at it, I mean, I really think that open-minded people should be better at learning. But it's not to say that relatively, like, systematically closed-minded people, can achieve success in a kind of limited way. It's interesting. People are different. I don't think we can. Yeah, I think there are strong players who are kind of less open-minded and stronger players who are not. But I would think to be honest, I mean, one of the qualifications to achieving greatness should be to have an open mind. I mean, they were capable of learning enough to get to that point. So, but I think that people that get older, also, as we get older, we tend to become more closed-minded. I try to fight against that. I had a nice sort of backhanded compliment that I thought from the organizer of the tournament I'm playing in 3 weeks. He said to me, I really hope you have some good games, and because your style is so creative, and I rarely feel like I get complimented on my chess style, but I took that as a compliment. I value creativity very highly, others not so much. Boot camp. Oh no. Oh god, dude. Dude, are you serious? Dude, that guy is like the least creative person I've ever met. You're serious, Arsenal fan? Oh man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I mean, seriously, Arsenal. He's like literally the least creative person I've ever met. No, no. I mean, no, dude. I mean, he's like the absolute like anti-sludgy. That guy has no creativity in his soul. You know, it's also. I also personally don't like him, but yeah, he was is an extremely uncreative player, and he he took all of Roman's openings and stuff and just absorbed them. Um, I was there, you know. Um, he never had his own idea in his life. It's very strange for me. No, I wouldn't recommend him. I think he's being pushed by his business partner or this other dude. No, Perlstein is he's an abomination, but not a typical grandmaster dude. I would say he's one of the most uncreative grandmasters I've ever seen. He's literally like a robot. Yeah. No, that's not just you, dude. I mean, that's always been my opinion of him. The most creative thing he ever tried to do against me was like cheat and take back a move. Um, yeah, I mean, he still hasn't changed his openings. No, he's not. He's not like that, but he still hasn't changed his approach to the opening in like the 25 years he's been playing chess, man. I mean, I think that's pretty strange, honestly. But we approach things from a different perspective. I don't think he would be a good. I don't think he would be a good coach. Other than just creating clones. Maybe he could create a certain limited amount of clones. I don't like him personally. I have real problems with him historically. He's okay on the surface, like you say, but no. That's funny. No, I mean that would be the last person I would ever recommend to someone. Okay, Arsenal fan is challenging me. I hope you're ready. If you're not ready, then bleep bleep. That's funny that you say that. I was like, who could you be talking about? What he needs is a creative business partner to help market himself. The guy, I don't want to make bad comments about him, but yeah, I mean his videos are like the worst. All right, E4. Yeah, I pride myself on creativity. We're the opposite. Maybe that's why I'm too creative. I'm too creative to be a GM. Honestly, that's not my main problem. Bishop G5. Alright. Coming with the main line, Bishop G5. Well, it used to be the main line. This is kind of the reason why I never picked up the Najdorf. I'm going to move my microphone. Why is it revving so much? Hey, Arsenal fan. Hate my new apartment. There's too much street noise all the time. Acerbate. Be careful. Yeah. I agree with Acerbate. I mean, no. Arsenal likes to upset the apple cart, dude. And people who are like apple cart, anal retentive apple cart salesmen tend to not like when their apple carts get upset. Yeah, dude, the guy's like a control freak. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, That's not surprising. Hey. Yeah, how would you get involved with him? That's weird. All right. Hey. I love saying that. I'm really addicted to this Batman. Batman, Panda, Iggy Pop voice. Hey guys. What's up? I've been smoking for 40 years. So I quit in 2010. Weird noises out there. Alright, need to concentrate. I need to concentrate. Problems with concentration. Be concise. Explain ideas clearly. Slow down. So I believe this is the poison pawn. It's my first poison pawn ever on lichess. My first poison pawn in like 30 years. I don't know when I played this. Maybe some blitz games back in the 80s. Arsenal. I had a book on the poison pawn, but it was I sold it on to another friend. I think. Did I? Do I still have that? Alright, it's a lot like a Kraken, really, if you think about it. You are the Kraken. So let's say h6, bishop h4, reinventing the poison pawn. Is h6 a bad? Well, it weakens my king side a bit. Reinventing the wheel. I love reinventing the wheel. I do it every day. All of White's pieces are defended. First thing you might want to note about this position. Maybe the trash truck is outside? Is that what's making it? It's a little late for the trash truck. h6, bishop h4. What would h6 even achieve anyways? I mean, I can do h6, bishop h4, g5, and then the problem is, what have I achieved again? Bishop f2. Knight d7. Takes, knight d7. Sacking a piece back is not enough, is it? I really don't remember. I mean, I'm not supposed to play like bishop b4, right? That will never do anything. What is the point of this? God, I don't remember. I don't remember what I'm supposed to play. My God. I guess I just have to put the knight on d7. Wait, there's like bishop. Bishop, knight, rook, whatever. Knight b5. I just have to play knight fd7? Really? Other option is there? Well, I mean, I could play knight to d5, clearly. I guess there needs to be a reason I'm not playing knight to d5. Why am I so discriminatory against knight to d5 anyway? Because of e6? Discriminatory. I discriminated. I discriminated against knight to d5. Well, I mean, I want to put the pressure on e5. But to be fair to the position, you know, I mean, there's some problems with this. It might allow his rook to transfer, like rook b3, rook across. There's e6. That's what I'm saying. Now, had I played h6, hey, then your g6 pawn is really weak. Square, whatever. I'm reinventing the poison pawn defense. Okay, this is my first poison pawn Sicilian since 1986. It's cool, but yeah, this doesn't look familiar, you know, it just doesn't feel familiar. But I mean, what other options do I have at move 10? e5. You could play knight d5 unprovoked. You can play h6. And that's about it, boys and girls. Knight fd7, I'm sure that's not right. Maybe after exchanging, though. You know, for some reason, I feel like something was telling me to play this move. Like, that's book or something. Ashby, you okay? Oh, no. Are you okay? You said you had a fall. You slipped on toast or something? Slipped on a banana peel? If it involved your clavicle, that must have been quite the fall. Clavicle. Yeah, I'm old. Hey. I'm old as well. Not the young chess girl I once was. And Arsenal's really... He's obviously not booked up here either. He's used more time than me. So here we are, like... Well, this is not the position. Here we are here. This doesn't look familiar. You know, I feel like... He has a rook transfer, rook b3, which might be useful. He has e6. Pawn sacrifice. What else does he have? Bishop b5 check. Bishop b5 check looks kind of nasty in some lines. I think with c3, black is like having a party and inviting all my friends over. Hey, I'm still alive. The I'm still alive party. When white plays c3, I mean, there might be some crafty way of trying to trap my queen or something, but the fact that white plays c3 is a good sign. It means I'm still alive. It's like you're pinching yourself to make sure it wasn't just a bad dream. c3 is too slow. White has to have something better there. White may yet have compensation for the sacrificed pawn, but he did not put the nail in the coffin. That should have been my position. I seriously doubt if I was okay. I feel like I did something dramatically wrong, but I don't know. Bishop e5 check scared me. Now it's just Arsenal fan on the fly. Black is a pawn up, and you know, in the game. Get in the game. All right, kid. Get out there and see what you can do. Phew, that was a close one, man. The poison pawn. This is good, Arsenal. You're going to force me to look up a theory on the poison pawn. It's interesting that not too many stronger players play it. I mean, you've got Bashir, Lagrave playing the like deferred poison pawn with h6. Most people playing like bishop e7 and these like more solid approaches. Almost everyone. And now I'm going to be forced to check it out. Check it out! Setting up the Acer mate. You have insufficient compensation for sacrificed pawn. It's the move 13. Move 11. Move 11 missed the simul yesterday. I think he had music. Oh no. Bishop takes d2. Leave it to Arsenal fan to find a combative response. Rip, combative response. I thought you were going to take and play bishop b4 there. I mean, this is still a relatively reasonable approach. Reproach. A relatively reasonable reproach. You don't want a castle. He's still going like the Energizer Bunny. Hey, Bunny. Damn it. What is it? 2 pawns down. You're just 1 pawn down. Wow. Just 1 pawn down. One pawn down ain't too much. I smell a rat. Why is he giving up that pawn without a fight here? conspiracy theories. Oh, my rook's trapped. Fly. McFly. No. Alright, I don't know, man. I don't know the theory, you don't know the theory. Poison pawn is all theory. Let's see. So, we can assume until move 10 is all good. I thought bishop b5 check worked. Alright, so I'm out of book here. I mean, I knew c3 was bad, and so my knight d5 was not just bad, but double question mark. Okay. So I'm supposed to play h6 and then take. Good to know. You've got to weaken your position before you take. It's very important. So then you, all right, I took, you took, and I was right. I'm supposed to play knight fd7. All right, so that's the main line. Well, knight d5 must just lose. It must just lose outright. It loses outright. Yeah, I assume bishop b5 check. Rook b3 was played. Oh. So bishop b5 check doesn't work. And that's why you didn't play it. Oops. Bishop b5 check takes, knight takes. You just don't have anything. Okay. So it's rook b3. Aha. Now I got this square or this square. Or a2, obviously. In all cases, black is dead. Here loses to rook c3. Here was played in this one game. I think I played this girl, maybe. Queen c3. Sorry, queen c3. Yeah, I mean, you're just begging for e6. Okay, it's still not that easy to figure it out. It's still not that easy to figure it out over the board. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about the poison pawn. If, like, one side doesn't know the theory, they're immediately screwing up their position. I had this in my retro memory, but it just... You know, I didn't see what the refutation to knight d5 was, so I wanted to find out. You know, it's like a baby touching, you know, dangerous electric wire. It's like, what happens if I touch this? What happens if I play knight d5? Why, you know, why isn't knight d5 good? This is my natural impulse. Like, knight d5 is a better square, but I had this vague recollection of this being the theoretical move. But still, I was like, well, okay, show me why knight d5 is not good. It's rook b3. By the way, if you play rook b3 first, does it matter? It really matters, yeah. It's huge. You have to take first and then play rook b3, and it's game over. Now, queen a4 is the most complex. This is the only variation where apparently knight b5 actually works. And now you win. Very interesting. So what if I were to play like, oh, queen a5 doesn't work. Yeah. So again, one last time, I just want to see why is this not working? A b5, bishop b5 check, because I have knight c6. Why is bishop b5 check not working? I just take it and play queen a5. All right. So you only have one continuation that wins. Takes, rook b3, queen a4, knight b5. I can't take it. and c7 is weak, and there's just no way to prevent that coming in. I have a check. It obviously doesn't help, and I'm screwed. All right. Well, an instructive lesson, in the black side or the both sides of the poison pawn. I knew c3 was a mistake. I just didn't know why. Too slow. So your best move is rook b3, and then e6 is interesting. If you played this move, Arsenal fan, I thought intuitively you might play this, because it's a very natural sort of pawn sacrifice. Only good things can happen after that move, and that's reasonable as well, but not as good as a forced win. So c3 is too slow. And now, I thought you had bishop b4. You would try this, at least, although, okay, white's a pawn down, you have some chances. Alright, but anyway, trying to learn the Najdorf the hard way. Where is everybody this morning? It's a very slow Monday morning out there. Let's hang out. I'll do a couple puzzles. Check. Wow, this is a crazy puzzle. Queen takes knight. That's not the puzzle. I got an easy one. Okay, that's pretty strange. They must have felt sorry for me over at Puzzle Central, and they gave me an easy one. Oh, e4, hey. That's... Well, so many possibilities here. Queen e3, Queen e2. Yeah, Queen e2 looks kind of messy. Needs something cleaner now. Queen e3, Queen e3. That's a tasty move. Queen e3. Queen e3, rook f3. Not going to help his case much. Because of Queen e3, rook f3, Queen f3. Alright, it's got to be Queen e3. Yeah. And then we trade queens, go into the ending, piece up. Nice. Oh yeah. Gained 18 points. To that warm-up game in the poison pawn. Little poison pawn to get you warmed up. Okay, next puzzle. Hey, I love puzzles. Yeah, I really want this trash compactor to go, Trash compactor go. Trash compactor go. That knight on a6 is just totally irrelevant. So knight takes d7. Very tempting here is knight takes d7, knight takes d7, rook e1, with the idea of rook e7, invading. But is it enough to win? Knight takes d7, bishop takes d7. We should consider all the possibilities. Knight d7, rook e1, knight f6. I feel like I've got something even better. Knight d7, bishop c6, and then rook a7, rook a1. It's pretty sick. Knight d7, bishop c6. Sorry, did I say that? Rook a7, rook a1. I can't believe black's going to survive there. After take, bishop c6, rook a7. Rook a1. I'm threatening like b5. There's no way black survives there. It's over. Yeah! 2 puzzles in a row. Ha ha! Yeah, Rookie 1 was good, but not as good, I think. Black might be able to wiggle his way out. Alright, that was good. We're looking good. Alright, guys. So what's up? While we wait for more challenges, gather round, friends. I've got a GM tournament coming up, hopefully, though I haven't gotten final confirmation. Let's check. Let's check the old chessresults.com and see if there's any news. Chess-results server. I might be able to chess-results Hungary. Not to be confused with Honduras. Wow, they have new blue, orange, and green icons. So let's see. Nabob Classic. No. Blah, blah, blah. First Saturday. Haidu Saboslo Open. Solnak. Nothing there. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. What is this? Orange is not started. Right. Finalized. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't think it's together yet. Our tournament is not all together yet. First Saturday, GM February. Last upload descending. All tournaments. Just running. In more than 7 days, starting tournaments. I love the wording of the site. Nabob. Nothing. Aha! No, there's a Budapest 1 week February GM. Uh-oh. There's a list. Uh-oh, I'm not on it. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not on the list, so maybe I won't be playing. Oh man. I'm gonna have to refund. Wow, that sucks. Kirk Gazarian from the United States. Who the hell is Kirk Gazarian? Oh man. Yeah, I don't see why they would need me. They have 2 American players on the list. So I better confirm. I'm going to be right back, guys. What the hell is that? Alright, guys. A little bit annoying that I probably got my hopes up. This guy just shouldn't do that. Whatever. Sun Prism. Hobbins. Alright, let's take the challenge. I really don't care if I don't play. I'll have to refund all the donations, though. The organizer gave me the impression that I would likely be playing, and then post on chess results without me, so that's pretty strange. In fact, he's got 2 American players on his list, so I don't understand what the fuck they were thinking. With American players on the list, there would be no reason for me to play. I mean, I'm not even another federation in that case. It doesn't even make sense. These 2 American players must just come out of nowhere. Kids I've never heard of. Alright, check. Sun Prism, when did you start playing Bishop B5? Alright, that dude's done. Next GM tournament. We'll just pay it forward to the... If I don't play this GM tournament in February, we'll pay it forward to the European World Senior Team Championship. That's in July. Recently trying out new things. Recently. I see. That's interesting. Bishop D3. Bishop B5 and then Bishop D3 unprovoked. That's a very interesting move you got there. Losing a tempo. I think you're confusing the variation. All right. Knight E5. It's kind of funny that way I can just lose the whole tempo, like outright there. With Bishop B5, Bishop D3. Never seen that before. No, I just don't like the organizer giving me the impression that I was gonna play. You know, he really did give me that impression the last time we talked, and that's not necessary. You know, don't give me that impression. But whatever, okay. He didn't have to do that. You know, I was basically like, you know, okay, I'll play if you need me to, and then he gives me the impression that I'm definitely playing. Wasn't necessary to do that, you know. So, whatever. Just his organizer karma goes down. No big deal. I was actually kind of annoyed with him with the last thing we had. So I think I'm gonna cut back on that. I was willing to, what do you call it when you when you go to the airport and you wait and see if there's a flight or not? You're standby. I was fine with standby. You know, and I would have been fine with standby until he like voluntarily gives me this false positive. Now I look at the list and there's like these two American kids that clearly are recent additions. I wouldn't be in the discussion if they had American players in the first place, because that would be a federation. You know, they wouldn't need me. It is kind of annoying when, you know, these kids come along and they have high ratings because of the K factor. I'm really embittered by FIDE and its K factor joke. It doesn't seem fair that it's impossible for me to change my rating. Whereas like kids who are under 2400 have a completely different criteria. I think the Supreme Court would have to rule in favor of, or any court would have to rule in favor of like the FIDE rating system being like unfair. You're like punishing people for being older, having an established rating. It's like discrimination. If I had like a 20K factor, I could easily get my rating over 2400. Discrimination, you know, I mean, the fact that my rating has been over 2400 before, so I cannot change my rating anymore. You know, I think it's discriminatory pricing practices, and I'm going to call the FCC. I don't care if I don't play, man. It was a bad time control anyway. Bad time control. The kids can have it, man. I didn't want to play 90 plus 30, no second time control, to be honest. But I wouldn't pass up the chance to play in the GM tournament. That's the only thing. It wasn't a time control I was happy with anyway. I don't know, some person must be some sort of natural genius or something. He's a natural positional genius. I sacrificed the pawn. He didn't even take it. Unbelievable. Doesn't want the pawn. White is a genius, dude. 1986 in Blitz? Wow, dude. This is a very good position for White. I've completely outplayed. It's a money grab. Money grabbers. No, I don't mind. I didn't like the time control, but I now have to. I feel embarrassed. I have to return my donations. So embarrassing. Yeah, it's a draw. Congratulations. It's a draw. You have sucked the life out of the position. Congratulations. You successfully sucked all the life out of this position. The air out of the room. Yeah, what can I do? I mean, I had to be prepared. Right, he can't play bishop e3. Loses a pawn. Well, no, I mean, I don't care if I don't play, man. The time control sucks anyway. Let them have their money grab. I'm going to play in the summer in Krakow. Well, hopefully. I haven't heard from them in a while either, actually. I shouldn't get assuming that Krakow is on either. Have not heard from our sponsors, from our team, in over like a month and a half. So take nothing for granted, I guess. Unclear when Saji will be playing again, if ever. Damn, dude. Why didn't you take the pawn earlier? Sun Prism. Very, very strange game yesterday in the simul. He let his time go down cleaning his room. The picture of time management. The picture of Dorian Gray. Pick a square, any square. Look at my bishop. Would it help if I memorized 10,000 games without analysis? I'm big on memorization. It's like speed reading the dictionary or whatever. Well, I don't know if it'll help, but I guarantee it won't hurt you. It'll help your ability to memorize stuff, probably. I don't know about the chess part. It will help with your speed reading. Well, this was exciting. This is definitely better than the closed Sicilian. Or the King's Indian attack, or whatever. I can't believe you voluntarily played bishop e5 check, bishop d3, and I didn't even play a6 in the opening. In this position I achieved with the bad bishop on g7. This is nothing. I was just gonna play. I thought I was gonna play King f8. King f8, Rook c1. King e8. See that? 9 center pawn, 11 center pawn, 11 center pawn, 10 center pawn, 11 center pawn. Wow. It's quite a game by Sun Prism. Gorilla champ. What does that mean? This is unbelievable. I mean, what? This is a move? Bishop d3? Wow. I mean, I know, like, it's typically played, but man, right away, unprovoked, that's a thing? That's so weird. So, yeah, that's the thing. Very strange. If that's the thing, then a6 is definitely a bad move. I mean, wow, that's so weird, dude. It's a computer move. But for some reason, no one plays your bishop c2. Okay, there's a game here. Mostly, well, I mean, there are games. Yeah, knight e5 is the best move according to the engine. I still can't equalize. So the Pomniachi here played b5, which is a bit more natural than the knight e5. He just went ahead and played d4. Yeah, apparently c takes d is inaccurate. No? No. Here I messed up. e5 is a terrible move, so I thought I was already worse, though. That's my problem in this position. I kind of panicked because I assumed that I'm worst house, whatever. I panicked because I assume I'm worse, and the computer thinks that black is better. Shockingly, it's a bit exaggerated. Queen b6 and black is better. You say so. It does attack the d4 pawn. Interesting. Yeah, not so many pieces on the board. Didn't I have another challenge from someone else? I fell down and I can't get up. Acerbate. You need... weird. Okay, I don't know. Actually, when was this posted? There's no date or anything. When was this posted? Weird. Holy shit, bro. We got a challenge? Heroku Schumacher? Yeah, I don't know. I just talked to the organizer, texted him, and he's like, we have 9 players now. Yeah, dude, and I'm not one of them. So what is he talking about? 2200 from China is in the list. Dude, I really hope I don't have to play in this tournament, dude. Alright, Haruku. I'm actually rooting to not play now. But it's very clear he's hedging his bets. I'm not likely to play. And he's kind of not being honest with me, I would say. Okay. Najdorf every game. It's fine though, it's fine. All right. Just be honest. Another bishop g5. This variation. I don't know. What do you know? Basically a Kraken, where I've achieved c5 and c takes d4. That's why I started to think about playing the Najdorf. It's actually the Kraken that led me to the Najdorf. Just an experiment. Have fun, Arsenal. Be good, man. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Chris Kringle. This feels too passive for black, you know? So we're going to learn another lesson here. I mean, after Queen e2, clearly black could... I can play Queen b6 then castles queenside, so what does that do? Queen a5 is interesting, actually. No, we'll check it out after the game. But my chosen setup, it feels a little bit too passive. Speaking of too passive, wow, that's too passive. Clearly, g4 is passive. Bonjour, Mr. Coffee. Senor Clavé. Hey, how are you? Oh, you're my fan. Hey, how are you? I gotta practice this French Panda. I did once play in the French team championship. No, it's can I please play with you in Blitz? Kind sir, I'm accepting challenges. If you have 100 games, all right, dude. You know, G4, H4, F4, E4. It's not enough pawns. It's a bit much on the pawn. On the pawn front there, no? That's a lot of pawns. 7-5 is not blitz. Shit, it's rapid. You're right, Acerbate. You're right. The man is right. You can't play blitz with me, but you can play rapid. Yes. Good point, Acerbate. Technically, he can't play blitz with me. He can play rapid. Alright, so somebody explain to me how White can play all those pawn moves. '94, Bishop E7, Queen E7. 94, Bishop E7. Or 94, Queen E4, Bishop E7. 94, Bishop E7. Queen E7, Queen E4, Bishop E7, Knight F5. And then I can just move my queen. Wow, that was a large fruit fly. Fruit flies actually have, I think, alien technology, where they're the inspiration of alien technology. They do this thing where when you try to hit them, they have this like little energy pulse, and they suddenly go faster. You hear about these alien spacecraft that, like, you know, suddenly zoom out of like the area very quickly, inexplicably. I noticed that fruit flies do this as well. Coincidence? I think not. Hey man, what's up? I get the F4, you know. I get the F4, the G4, but the H4, it's kind of like at that point you're practically just like randomly moving your pawns. Alright, I'll just have to play D5. That's all there is to it. No problem. No pain, no gain. Ah, got you. Got your nose. Ah, he got away. Unbelievable. I didn't crush him. Picked him out of the air and I didn't crush him. My hands are too fat. Can't believe he escaped. Knight D2. Well, there's like 100 reasons that loses. Isn't there? I hope. Wow, knight to D2, huh? It's pretty crazy. 100 reasons that loses. Well, I might be exaggerating. Slightly. Yeah, F6, knight takes E4. Yeah, I don't really like that. Maybe not quite 100 reasons it loses. Wow. We lost Schumacher's challenge again. Man, I love Monday mornings. Schumacher, are you getting on the bus? His challenge is dropping. Knight D2. It's a brilliant move, actually. 100 reasons it doesn't lose this. Okay, there's 100 moves I can play, but I'm not sure any of them are winning. Maybe that's a better way if it doesn't win. No, I mean, I don't know. his pieces are pretty active. Guys are so materialistic. Knight g3 doesn't win. So materialistic. I know, I saw knight g3, of course, but I just assumed white had some kind of activity there. Too easy. His bishop's very active on g2. Okay, knight g3, queen somewhere, knight takes h1. So where does he go? Queen e1, let's say. Knight g3, queen e1. Now I take his rook. Okay, I'm temporarily up a rook. He has some tricks, like bishop e7, queen e7, bishop takes d5. Hitting my rook. I mean, I agree that Schumacher probably knight g3 wins, probably. But I was hoping to find something a little less messy. I mean, he's basically, you know, in danger of dropping a whole piece to f6. Don't you need to consider that? Like, a piece is bigger than the exchange. All right, I admit this is probably the best, but it's not completely clear. Schumacher and a lot of people you guys are mostly too materialistic, but I agree, this is probably the best move. I still don't think it's that clear though. Queen e1, knight takes h1, and now he can play bishop e7, queen e7, maybe in between move, bishop takes d5. Now he's got a pawn for the exchange. Queen e3 is similar. I don't know why I assumed the other way was better, but maybe it doesn't matter. He could also just play like bishop takes d5, but I think first he might have to recapture the piece. I mean, my development sucks. Knight f5 is another move. Not that it threatens anything. Yeah, Heroku has kind of Schumacher, like, refusal to calculate disease. They don't calculate, they just play on intuition. But it's not enough. You can't just play chess on intuition. Maybe in bullet or something, or really fast blitz. At the end of the day, boys and girls, it's essential to calculate. See, here he is, bishop takes d5. So now he gets the exchange and a pawn. See? It's not so simple. Now, do I play bishop b7? Or do I play the other move? I have to watch knight f5. Bishop e7. Knight f5. Queen c7. Bishop e7. Queen b7. I could also just simply queen trade stops it. What queen trade? Show me the queen trade. I'm there. Yeah, we're just up the exchange now. Sign me up. Too reckless for white. H4 was a bad move. By the way, Bijak gets spoiler award for saying knight g3 doesn't win. You've done this before. You're bad. You got timed out the other day for pornographic content too. One of his first timeouts. He's been behaving very badly lately. If you just give me moves, it's going to be easy to beat everybody. You pushed me in the right direction. Oh man, Monday morning. I love Monday morning. It's my favorite day, Mr. Coffee. How about you? How do you feel about Monday morning? There's those H pawns again. It just didn't quite make it to H6. That's the story of the Sicilian. Do you love Monday morning as much as I do? If you could rate Monday morning on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say? Hey. H6 anyway. That's fine. Oh, he didn't do it. He's getting a knight outpost. Post up. Some dude scheduled a recurring Monday morning meeting. Oh my god. I thought people like that, got I don't know, I never worked in an office, but I would assume, office type of jobs, the dude that schedules recurring Monday morning meetings would lose a lot of karma. So let's take a very brief look at this. Queen e2 is a topical move. Bishop e7 or h6, and then f4, and now, so this is pretty wild actually. There are only 83 games in the Opening Explorer here, and Castles is almost never played. Wow, that's insane. Castles is almost never played. I mean, that's insanely hard to believe. I mean, I get it that white has some attacking chances, but I mean, okay. So the point is that Castles just isn't as good as h6. Like, basically you have to play h6 is what this is telling me. I see some people play knight on bd7, but I mean, that seems really lame. Castles gets my king out of the center. h6 forces white to do something, but knight on bd7 does neither. Let's see what the engine says. Wow, b5. h6 or b5. At least b5 is an active move, an active god. b5 only played in 3 games. I don't know what the story is with this variation, by the way. b5 a3. b5 a3, bishop, b5 a3, bishop b7, castle b7. How can castles be a bad move, dude? Solo Dovnachenko couldn't beat a 2300, but it's apparently too passive. Wow. Alright, it's too passive. Castles queenside, queen c7. So that's the problem. My best move is queen c7. And now you play g4. Wow, the computer actually likes your move. But not h4 here. h4 is even on the board here. Oh my god. I don't believe h4 is top. It's a top 3 move by Stockfish. Wow. That's crazy, dude. Okay, so yeah, you have to play e5. Yeah, but I don't think this is right, for white. I mean, h4 is a mistake. You should prevent b4. But it's still sharp. It looks like the bigger mistake is g4. Solodovnichenko played h4. Pretty strong Ukrainian GM. h4 right away. Then wait and see what I do. What's the point? If b5, you have e5 now, and that was what happened in their game. Too many pawn moves. Now you have to play very carefully, but you didn't. And now you have to play only move e5, but you didn't. And now I took here, and this is a blunder. Wow. Holy shit, you have a combo. So I need to play bishop b7 first. And you missed the combo, knight e4, queen e4. Bishop e7, knight takes e6. Refuting my combo. Counter combo. Refuting combo. Easy peasy. Damn. Learning the Najdorf bit by bit. I had a good position, but I pushed it too fast. I have to go here, knight d2. Instructive. Our second instructive Najdorf game. Schumacher. Guys, please donate to the tournament I may or may not play in. Still waiting for confirmation from the organizer, but it looks to me like the chances of me playing have dropped, like Biden's re-election chances. We're running around like 49% right now, according to the latest polling. Please donate. And even if we don't play in this tournament because I get replaced by some kind of rich child, we'll use your donations toward my next tournament, which may or may not be the World Senior Team Championship in July in Krakow. Okay. I don't know why I'm playing this. I just hate playing the Nimza with this guy. It's gotten boring. Gotten, getting, gat, verb. Been had. Simply E3. Very nice. Suggest that Master take a June vacation to the floating town on the lake. Oh, you went man on me when I took an F6. Took on F6. I remember something vaguely along those lines. Wet mad? Might be a slight exaggeration. You have been known to exaggerate, haven't you? Is white threatening D5? Perhaps oversimplifying is better. is a better description. Dude, I have to draw for the... That's went mad on you, offering a draw? I was disappointed. Oh, this was the same line? Bishop takes f6. Why would you do that? There's something kind of oddly similar to the Najdorf here. My bishop's on e7. I have a knight on f6. Deep, 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 deep concepts. Yeah, I remember now. Was that during a simul? Or was that a blitz rapid game? There's no way that bishop takes f6 is ever the best move in any position. You heard it first here. All right. Now let's rephrase that. You know, bishop takes f6 is rarely the best move in any position where it's possible. I would think, you know, unless it's like a forced recapture, or it has to be played to allow you to capture something. Giving up bishop for knight is rarely a good thing to do, and you need a really good reason to do it, you know. But anyway, probably I had had enough of the freaking cult of Merle or whatever it was playing similarly against me. So this is just a solid way of black playing, I would say. And I'm not sure, I guess it's a Steinitz Queen's Gambit accepted, like sort of standard position. Dude, what is he talking about? The lake with the floating house. Hungary's floating houses. Lake Bakodi? Wow. I never even heard of that, man. That must be like a wow, that must be some kind of man-made lake or something. Wow. I have never heard of that. When you say lake and Hungary, I mean, we usually think of Balaton. Lake Crocodile. Rook e1. Guys, look out. Here goes bishop takes f6. Queen e2. That move looks kind of odd for some reason that I can't fully appreciate. Identify. Lake Crocodile. What do you call a crocodile salesman? Crocodiler. Ha ha. Yeah, that's really funny. Really freaking funny, Sladgy. That's a good one. Knight h5. Stupid move too. I can't play knight to d5. Wow, knight to d5. Boy, this is getting exciting. I haven't heard of any floating houses at Lake Balaton, Acerbate. It's a pretty big lake. Crocodiler. Man, I think I need more iron in my diet. I don't know. I don't have a lot of energy. I need to start taking multivitamins. Why have I been so tired lately? Vitamin D. I stopped taking my I need my vitamin D prescription refilled. Let's see, what else? Bishop takes e7. Hey, this was an exciting game. h4. He's disappointed he can't play like bishop takes f6 now. No, I'm serious. h4. I bet he doesn't like that move for some reason. Don't I have knight takes d4 now? Comboville. Welcome to Comboville. Bishop takes g5 or knight takes d4? Bishop takes g5. I'd rather not bring his pieces closer to me. Knight e4. Get out of here. No respect for the bishops. Thanks for the pawn, man. What did we say about bishop f6? Oh, that's a nasty little trap. That is a nasty little trap you've got there. Wow. Man, look at that. Hey. Bishop f6. Bishop f6, knight f6. Bishop f6, bishop d5. Bishop f6, bishop d5, bishop takes d4. Bishop f6, bishop f5, bishop d4. Looks good to me. Did you wanted to play bishop takes f6, right? Isn't that what you said? Now you can play knight takes f6. Does that make you happy? Yeah, that's nice. That's not happening. That's not happening. Ta-da! Dude's obsessed with not moving any pawns. But so am I. Well, let's just not move any pawns, okay? You move 2 pawns, 3 pawns, I move 2 pawns. We've moved 5 pawns, collectively. Let's not move any more pawns, okay? You promise? I'll just make one more pawn move. This one. Capture on c6. An odd move, for sure. Queen a5. Queen a5 is always bad. Told you guys. If I told you once, I told you a million times. Queen a5 is always bad. Never listen to me. What kind of examples do I set? Click to resign. Click here to resign. Hey, what happened to that guy who was challenging? Was that you? Nihant 10 plus 3. That's a random time control. Chess MDS. It's a chess DDS, chess dentist. The Tooth Fairy. One of my favorite opponents on the old ICC. Every game was the French exchange. Ah, he found it. Brilliant defensive move. Very well. He found it, 93. Doubly defending. It's like this rook. Preparing rook h4. Look out. Rook h4. Go for it. I know, where do they get 10 plus 3 from? It's a weird time control, huh? I could see 10 plus 5. He sees every tactic. It's unbelievable. How do you see these moves? B4. Seriously. How does he find these moves? It's unbelievable. Now Queen a5 only led to me getting my queen out of play over there on the side. See what happens when you do a deal with the devil? You end up with your queen on a3. A queen h4. What does that do? Defending the rook? Interesting. You're pinning my knight here, which is also interesting. Now my queen is in the heart of things. Coordination Neftov. Do not play queen a5. No, I mean, this is why we have this political problems as well, because, man, watch out for the back rank mate. People that's the thing, we all want easy. We don't want to have to think, we want easy formulas to tell us what to do. That's why I have Fox News. There's these people on the TV that just tell the Trump supporters where to go, whatever, Chess is the same. People just want, easy. So queen a5, always bad. Where did we leave book here? Here. Yeah, I found this position kind of annoying. After rook e1, I didn't know what to do. And I don't like b6 because it weakens my position. Apparently it's still good. b6 is the main move here. Then there's h6, weakening my king side. And I chose to play the Steinitzian bishop d7. This was played by Leboyevich, and he beat Tal in 1990. Obviously not because of the opening. But that actually does seem like a good thing to play against Tal, doesn't it? You know, let's just bore Tal to death here. Queen e2 was played, surprisingly. And my move is a novelty. Knight d5 novelty. Not developing any pieces. But it approaches the top 3. h6 best, rook c8. So the novelty knight to d5 is apparently superior to rook e8, which had been played. No, interestingly, there's the possibility of bishop takes d5, bishop takes g5. Now, obviously, this is bad. So you'd have to find bishop back. And now, I mean, honestly, man, position is pretty equal here, but it would be a little bit similar to your bishop takes f6 thing. Maybe h4 is on the horizon. Yeah, if you don't like moving pawns, this is perfect variation. Chess MDS, the dentist. Wait, MDS. It's like a medical doctor. The chess doctor. Master of Doctoral Science. Yeah, knight f3 is a serious move. This dude's not screwing around. That's always a bad sign when they play knight f3 on move 1. As someone who played a lot of knight f3, alright. You got me. He's going to do a King's Indian counter King's Indian attack. It's King's Indian attack versus King's Indian attack. Symmetrical King's Indian. And then knight c3, an interesting choice. We played once before. Okay, I'm going to go c5 now. We transpose to a closed Sicilian. Chess dentist. Chess MDS. I don't know you, do I? Have you played under another account against me? You seem familiar. I know, guys. I'm raising money for GM tournament at the end of February, but right now, yeah, I'm skeptical. Chess MDS it looks awful familiar, like another account. LVN or whatever. Played exactly the same kind of stuff against me before. And they are also from the Netherlands. Conspiracy theory? I don't think so, you know. Queen a5. Yeah. How many people play this type of stuff with white? It's just got to be the same guy. Not that many people play the Spassky style sort of thing, right? That could be a coincidence. See, that's the problem with conspiracy theorists. No, coincidences are real. And a lot of times, everything you can turn everything into a conspiracy theory. Chess punches. Punch chess. Teach me chess. Oh, that's a good one. Alright. I'm not going to, report you for spamming. But that's great. Give me $1 million is my response. And then we can arbitrate. Arbitrage. I mean, it's not nice to demand someone to give me $1 million. Wow, he's just sacrificing his pawn on b2. Dude doesn't care about material. That's kind of concerning, you know. I didn't really want the pawn on b2, but I thought you would at least show some kind of sense of materialistic nature like most people. Wow. He's just one-dimensional. Going for the kingside jugular. Wow, dude, that's pretty serious. This is not a joke. All hands on deck. Report to defensive positions. I expected defense like rook b1, and then I would... The dude's also playing extremely fast for this time control. No? 2202 bullet. When was this account created? 2020. Casa Bianca. He's got a very strangely low chess 960 rating. Although chess 960 is harder than normal chess. F5 was a good move. I'm not taking that pawn on b2, but I think I messed up allowing f5. This wasn't necessary to give him this kind of attacking chances. Feels like I made some kind of concrete mistake. You're pro. Direct and to the point. Don't send unsolicited private messages to people that are stupid, like teach me chess. Someone you've never met before. The fact that you're 5 years old is not an excuse. You should know better. Do you guys see the news feed there? Hans has been banned from 1 year from playing in the wondrous St. Louis Chess Club. I don't know which I detest more, actually, Hans or the St. Louis Chess Center. They're both kind of grotesque, in my opinion. A match made in heaven. I think their egos are too big for each other, ultimately. There's not enough room for the St. Louis Chess Club and Hans. Hans and Sinkfield egos are, yeah. Not enough room in this town. He broke a hotel room. Oh, you mean you can't behave like a 5-year-old? I mean, that's not acceptable. Well, what would a rich, entitled, 20-something, what would you expect from them, honestly? Rich, entitled Hans will just litigate his way out of it with mom and dad or whatever. Not so easy, though, in this case. I mean, I don't like Sinkfield, but he probably has more balls than chess.com when he's like the billionaires tend to not be really cowed by threats of legal action. He's not Danny Wrench, As much as I don't like him, hopefully somebody will take Hans to task for being an entitled male Karen.
well, he's not really caring. I don't know what to describe him though. He's toxic, you know. I don't understand what people are. They're surprised, like what they get. Like everyone knew Hans was like this toxic quantity, even before he was. I knew he was toxic even before he became an established good player, and I've never even met the guy, you know, and he was like overtly toxic. I can't believe they invited him to play in Wei-Kan-Zhe. You know, that's just disgusting. It's like you have no standards whatsoever. Maybe the people that run the Wei-Kan-Zhe tournament, like at this point, it's been going on forever. Maybe they don't know anything about chess anymore. I don't know. Why would you invite Hans to Wei-Kan-Zhe? This like legendary, one of the more historical, respected chess tournaments. There's no need to invite Hans. Like, there's a million other good players. Tata's TL5 for bankruptcy. I don't know, you know, who runs the chess tournament. If it's directly connected or what, but... And I guess finally for bankruptcy isn't what it used to be. If Rudy Giuliani's any indication, or Alex Jones. Nobody pays attention to challengers still. You're inviting Hans. Is this kind of inviting problems? Yeah. No, I get it that the challengers isn't really considered important. For Hans, it's almost like a, you know, step in the wrong direction to play in that. But I think like he's not going to get a lot of invites because he's such a polarizing and sort of gross person. He's got to accept the opportunities he gets because he is so toxic. Yeah, I understand. It's not like he was invited to the main tournament at Wei-Kan-Zhe or something. But still, just having him at your tournament is kind of like, I think, bad for business. I mean, it's like bad advertising. You know, I understand the principle that like even like bad advertising can be good for business. I wouldn't risk it though. Right, good for the publicity. Well, I mean, that's honestly Snedsteg. Maybe not. It's just like gambling. Publicity. I would call it like publicity gambling. It might be. Yeah, bad publicity. If you're working on the theory that all publicity is good publicity, then yes. But whatever. I don't like Sinkfield anyway, so I think it's kind of amusing that there's a battle between those two. Yeah, he's a problematic, typical entitled person, which I really detest. Alright, so what do I do here? Queen h4, knight f3. You just keep sacrificing the pawn on b2. I guess it doesn't really matter, though. You know, what do I do? I need to fend off kingside threats. But I can't play f4 without losing that pawn. I can bring my queen in, but then knight f3 forks my queen and bishop, and I lose my dark square bishop. I can't afford to lose my dark square bishop. What can I afford to do here? I need to get my knight off the back rank. f4 pawn sack needs to be considered. f4 pawn sack. Sacking pawn I'll be down a pawn then. What do I got for it? Really nothing special. We need to think here. What was my plan originally? Well, there is bishop g3. Bishop g3, rook f3. Doesn't seem to be good. Bishop g3, rook f3. I just don't know, guys, what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to toss this in there. He also has bishop g5. Maybe rook f3, bishop h4 is my best. His pieces are a little bit... With rook f3, he gets a little bit discombobulated. Combobulated? Is that a word? If discombobulated is a word, therefore combobulated must be a word. If you can be... Here's my theory. If you can be discombobulated, then you can be combobulated, right? Ironclad logic. It's hard for him to combobulate after rook f3. Correct? Combobulate this, Mr. Coffee. Rook f3 leaves him. It's bad combobulation. Gruntled. That's a card in Hearthstone. Gruntled Patron. Bet you didn't know that. Sacking. Misspelled. You've misspelled sacking. Like being fired. How do you write sacking anyway? Well, I mean, okay. I'm just being weird because it's Monday morning and I'm probably playing my last game for today. Willing full chess. Max LV. I feel like playing maybe one more game. Yeah, exactly. Gives attention. Well, I mean, it's just a matter of time, dude. The rate he's going, you know, it's just a matter of time, I think, till he really goes over the edge in some way. Gruntled Patron. Hans feels like an accident waiting to happen, you know, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of like it is what it is. Okay. Got me. You got me. An accident waiting to happen. Exactly. Having like weird deja vu from this position. Bishop c6. Chess deja vu. Wow. I think he had rook takes f5. The Master of Dental Surgery, MDS. Not to be confused with MBL. No, I like rook f5, man. I mean, it felt appropriate. Appropriations Committee. Damn, he's still hanging on here. Rook F2. Alright. Well, that's a different exchange sack. He's still sacking the exchange, just in a different way. Oh my gosh. I think I just got mated. Wow. The hell, man? Who is this guy? Tactical time bomb waiting to happen. Maybe I have had enough for today. I think I've had enough today, judging by this game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I've had enough for today, guys. This game kind of killed me. Time to go to work. It's hot in here, too. This game is so annoying. I don't think he's a doctor. I don't know, man. Alright. But anyway, I gotta go, guys. It was nice. It was nice playing. This is typical. They're playing for speed. Missing mate in one. It reminds me of what a... Damn, the rook f5 was a good move. I think. I'm out of here. It was nice knowing you. But we faced this before. So what's the best move? Only strange. Only a handful of games. H6. Why didn't I play B5, actually? I felt bishop d7 was weird when I played it. USA 1981. Never met those guys. Bishop d7, not the best. 82. 82 is surprisingly a recommended move here. Knight h2 is another highly recommended move here. Weird. Now I messed up. Wow, the engine is going with knight g8. You gotta love that move. I gotta love this move. It defends h6, it threatens bishop takes pawn. Wow. Well, I think you could have sacked the exchange. I mean, I think you had an interesting position. I messed up and let you have this attacking chances. But for me, I mean, I don't know about all this, but the critical moments seemed like okay, this is wrong, but anyway. You should sack the exchange here with rook takes f5. This seemed to me like the move. It's not enough? Yeah, it's the best try. Well, I mean, this was an important moment. I don't know. This is the only real try. You've already messed up your position, but still it was the best try. Yeah, okay, there was a lot of mistakes. Where did it go wrong? I mean, I don't know. Here. G5 is a mistake. I think G5 is a mistake. Maybe even G4, I don't know. But I thought White has reasonable chances after F5. F5, this was a move, and then, okay, even G4 is okay. But here, I just didn't like G5. Oh, it's an interesting game. I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities for both sides, but I felt like Black had misplayed allowing you to get this F5 in, which really this allows White a better position, or at least slightly better chances. I've felt that I've misplayed my position, you know. It never occurred to me to play that move knight g8 though. This is such an amazing move for Black. I don't think I've ever, I mean, I've played knight g8 in a closed Sicilian, but I don't think I've ever played it in a position so early like this. You know, typically you see like knight e8 where the knight may head for like c7. But in this particular case, because of h6, it's funny that the knight on g8 actually is better. And I need to be able to play f5 to meet your f4. Not taking on f1 is the tactic. Taking on f1. Not taking on f1. Not taking on f1. Oh, here. Not taking on f1. So you have knight g4 or something crazy? Oh, you had knight g4. Knight g4, king here. Queen e2. I mean, that's impossible to find, bro. Okay, I mean in a blitz game. Obviously, I had messed up here in time pressure. But basically, I didn't have a win. He had bishop d5 before that as well. Yeah. I mean, it was a sloppy game. I made mistakes. You know, this was a key position. I had no time, and I knew bishop h4 wasn't right. But I didn't know what to do. Black should be winning, or better. But after this, I'm like worse. Again, after rook takes f5. Total disaster. This I was about to lose on time. I had 3 seconds, and I was about to get, like, flagged. Queen e7 is a blunder, but I was literally going to lose on time. I just made a move that... I almost played queen e8, like dropping my queen. So I decided to play queen e7 instead, but... I'm literally going to lose on time, you know. King h8. Not a move I seriously considered. But I can go there, I missed it. No, king h8 is a crafty defense. So I can interpose on h7. It's like my only move there. Anyway, guys, gotta go. See you later. Tuesday tournament. Don't forget. Tuesday tourney. We've not been getting enough players in the Tuesday night tournament, so I'll have to advertise more. See you guys tomorrow night. Bye-bye.